All right, let's take a look at this stupid problem really quick. Now, if you go to the documentation of Unreal Engine 4, version 427, you can see that you have this classical node that is able to add date and time plus time span, right? So you have time span, which holds like an amount of time, and you're able to add it on top of the date time to obviously shift your time, for example, forwards or whatever. And you have this thing where you have the plus node and the input is a datetime structure, then a time span structure, and the result is a datetime structure again, which is the result of the addition, A plus B. Now, the funny thing is, if you go to any of the Unreal Engine 5 documentations, this is no longer available. And the reason why I was researching this is because, as you will see, um, I'm trying to do exactly the same thing. So I have here a date time that I'm just creating on the spot, and just for example purposes, I'm doing the same with a time span. So today is 28th of July, whatever, and I'm adding here, or at least I want to add 10 more days on top of it, and well, apparently the documentation missing that note is a little bit correct because look what happens if you just type add and you bring in this generic wildcard version. Something really funny and also stupid happens. So you can see I have here this now variable, which is a date time. I want to store the result in it, right? So um, the problem is that if I drag the pin here, now all of a sudden you will see that the A input is a datetime structure, my B input is a time span structure, and my return value, my output is a datetime structure again, addition A plus B. You might think, hey, this mimics exactly what the missing node from Unreal Engine 4's documentation had. Well, not quite. Let me show you what happens. So I'm able to connect the output as well, but look what happens when you try to connect the time span. It looks to be okay until I release my mouse. When I release my mouse button, now the time span is good, but it disconnects the daytime. If you hover, now you will see the reason for the disconnection is that it converts the plus node into a time span plus time span equals time span. So now, obviously, if I try to connect back, it won't let me. So this is a little bit strange because one of the main reasons for which you would want to use time spans would be to increment, for example, to shift date times. Apparently, it's no longer possible. I tried in multiple ways. I tried splitting structures, breaking time spans, doing all sorts of things. Apparently, Unreal Engine 5 at this point, I'm using 5.2.1, but it doesn't matter. It's all across Unreal Engine 5. You can no longer add date time and time span. Obviously, same thing for subtracting or whatever. Just for the purpose of this example, I'm looking at the addition. So if any of you have any idea, please do let me know. I found some threads on Reddit and so on. Again, people complaining about the same thing, and there's no solution whatsoever. Just people saying, yeah, it happens to me, it happens in this version as well, this version as well, blah, blah, blah. Please let me know if you have any idea how to fix this or circumvent it or work around it or even potentially fixing it. Thank you so much. I'm waiting for your comments if you have any solution. Bye. Thank you again.